Hey guys, my name is Lizzie, and today we're going to be talking about the killing of a sacred deer.
Thing I can think of as close to justice.
We can light it up. Now, this is a film that I feel like by now most people have heard of and probably know what it's about. But if you don't, this film features Colin Farrell and Nicole Kidman. They play a married couple with 2 children, a son and a daughter, and Colin's character is a doctor, while I believe Nicole Kidman's character is a stay-at-home mom. And the movie focuses around Colin's character, Stephen, after he befriends Martin, the son of a former patient who died during surgery. And that is kind of really all you can say about this movie without spoiling anything. So I will just go ahead and slap a spoiler alert on this, like with most of my reviews. So if you have not seen this, if you put it off like me, and you don't want anything to be ruined, then you're not going to want to watch the rest of this review because I'm going to get into details and some stuff. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into how I felt about this film. It's one of those films that I felt like was pretty hyped up, not just by the horror tube community, but just film fans in general. It is more of a psychological thriller, I guess you could say, or it's supposed to be. I thought it was okay, to be honest, which, sorry to disappoint anybody who loved this film. I thought it was okay. I mean, there is definitely some weird shit going on throughout this film. Definitely some kind of fucked up bits. But to be honest, not as kind of crazy psychological as I thought it was going to be, or I felt like it was hyped up to be. And to be honest, I think a big part of my problem with this film is the fact that it is a little over 2 hours long, and by the end of it, I'm still left with questions. I'm sorry, but if I'm gonna sit through a movie that's 2 fucking hours long, I feel like I should have all my questions answered. And I know there's people out there that really enjoy that kind of cliffhanger, left on the edge type feeling. But the film doesn't really do that. It doesn't necessarily give you any sort of cliffhanger. It doesn't feel like there's gonna be any sort of sequel. You're just left with a lot of questions. Or at least I was. Maybe I missed something, I don't know. And that's just was disappointing to me. There's so much going on in this film. There's so many questions. And it just leaves those questions unanswered. And again, gonna get into the kind of the spoilery stuff. Like, how did these kids get sick? Why is suddenly everybody better after the son dies? Was it like all along a psychological thing and it really was just the son? And it psychologically led to like the daughter. Like there's so many questions I've unanswered. Another big problem I had with this movie was, why is everybody so fucking weird? Like, nobody acts like a normal human being. Not one single person in this movie acts like a normal human being, and I don't get it. Like, to me, I feel like if you're gonna do a psychological thriller where you have this family that is being tormented by this young man, it works a little bit better if everybody else in the film is normal. Like, I get that there's clearly something wrong with this kid. He's fucked up. And I get it, he's mourning. His father died. He plays this surgeon. And that was the other thing, is you never find out what exactly happened that led to his father's death. Obviously, he had been sick for a long time. And yeah, like, they talk about it a little bit, whether it was, the surgeon saying it's never the surgeon's fault, it's the anesthesiologist's fault, and then anesthesiologist is saying it's never their fault, it's the surgeon's fault, and it's just, but you never really find out whose fault it is. What exactly happened that caused him to die. Like, I get that the dad drank for the surgery, but still, they don't really go into enough detail as to exactly what happened. And that's really what this whole entire fucking movie was, is like, we're gonna give you all of these questions, none of the answers. And that just really bothered me. Because 2 hour long film, you can't answer any of my questions. You're just gonna drag on all this other crap and not tell me. But yeah, that's just how I felt. And I guess it's just because throughout this whole film, I'm sitting there watching and waiting and expecting things to build up. And they do. Things start to build up, and it definitely gets very interesting. But for me, it was interesting because I'm waiting to find out what the fuck is gonna happen. Which, I mean, obviously, like, shit happens, but again, question with no answers, and that just annoyed the crap out of me. So, that was my feelings about the film. I thought it was okay. Was it worth it to sit through it for 2 hours? Personally, no. So, if you've seen the Killing of a Sacred Deer, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Am I the only one that felt that way? And if you did enjoy this review, please do give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure to hit the subscribe button for more horror related content, and I'll see you guys later with another video.